Because I didn't get this one made until the last minute.
What's the last minute?
2 minutes ago.
Lay your head, Becky.
Oh, here we go.
Back up, Becky.
Back up.
Smile, boo-boo.
It hasn't been easy, but I'm beginning to get in the Christmas spirit, and I hope you are too. I've been thinking about the songs, and I know you...
College game.
They must be on their way.
Well,
They took a bad
big
lick.
old chunk out of his ear.
You're on the French number, 965-3721. See Chinese coming.
Come sit down. I never did that before.
Reach for you. Look at that face. Do it.
She's sleeping on
Here,
She didn't take but a small nap.
look at me. Hurry.
camera hog.
No, she knows the camera now.
She does. She can tell the camera.
No,
No
I mean,
answer, Uncle.
Look at there.
No answer. Over there. Hey, Pearl,
I don't know how you can
Watch
see me
me
over here. I'm
sneak
starving to death.
a chocolate peanut butter ball.
You better
Hey,
get out of there.
She's mean.
I got that on
You
film.
have coffee, so put a lot of sugar and cream.
Now you'll get quiet, won't you?
So, like, what do we do now?
Listen to Bo. Bo's gonna tell you a story.
Let's turn that noise box off over there.
C is for the Christ child born the woman. R is for the radiance from the Father's throne. I is for the end where the family wasn't known. S is for the star that shone the shepherds the way. T is for the travelers who traveled night and day. M is for the manger where the baby Jesus lay. A is for our angel, our guardian when we call. S is for our Savior, who came to save us all.
Amen.
All right, who wants to be first on their memories or a story? Tell me the story. Come on.
Somebody's got to kick it off.
All right, Roger, tell me. Roger, tell me.
Hell yeah.
Tell me the one you're just gonna tell me a while ago.
Oh, well, there was a couple. I had to ask Mom about
Speak
the...
up, I can't hear you.
She is mean.
Somebody get her a whip.
Take her batteries out.
I just remember when we were kids, living over here in the old place, one Christmas one year, what was Lipscomb's? I remember seeing them come up in an old, they had an old panel wagon, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Green looking. But anyway, you don't remember that? They came up and brought us all fruit baskets. You don't remember that over there? Well, I will never forget that.
How old were we?
Well, I was in the, third grade then?
Well, honey, I wasn't even born. I don't
Fourth
remember
grade.
that.
Fourth grade.
Couldn't have been. I went to the second grade in Wayne County.
All right, somebody else got a memory?
I had to be over there. I remember seeing her come up the road.
Must have been when you were.
What's one you were gonna tell me about the lady at church?
With the red 90, is that it?
No, she was talking about when they were, she remembers when they were little, we were talking about decorating the Christmas tree, and she said they would put lighted candles on the tree. You had to buy these little candle holders, and it would hang on the tree, then you'd put the lighted candle on it, and then everybody would tell a story, and then light a candle on the tree. And she remembers one night somebody come through there stumbling through and tipped the thing over, and like burnt the house down. And the tree caught on fire. But they just put lighted candles on the tree.
Richard, that we used not box bid for our cameras in.
Use what?
Use what?
Snuff box.
Oh,
Y'all saved your snuff all year, huh?
Yeah.
Clarence, I'm sure you've got a lot of Christmas memories.
My aunt did all the time.
Try to stick
You can't tell all of them.
Really not.
Take all the
Now
spontaneity.
tell me.
I don't want to do it now.
Well, forget it.
I don't know how old I was, but we were living in the Mazingo house on Highway 84 in Waynesboro, Mississippi, 39367 zip code. And one year I got a big box, and I opened it up and I got a tea set, a little, cup, saucer, tea, pot, and everything. And that's and that's the Christmas memory that I have.
You remember the
Of
year
my
we all
tea
got?
set.
Remember the year we all got bicycles?
Bicycles, I remember that too.
I remember that.
And Mama has a picture from the shortest to the tallest, all in
Michael has a
line, all
broken
four of
leg.
us.
I remember one you got. Well,
You have broken leg.
Cat guns?
I got a bicycle. Boy, that was great.
It's a great surprise, wasn't
It was.
How did you get a bicycle and I never did?
I guess I was one
Lay me down.
You remember that?
Robin, tell us a Christmas memory.
One Christmas I got this box under the tree, right? It was about this big. And when I opened it, it was full of turnip roots. And so I pull it out all these turnip roots and finally get to the bottom of the box, and there's a little matchbox in there. It had a big diamond and sapphire ring in it. From you.
All right, Sharon, tell me yours. You know you got to tell me that one.
I wanted a TV for my room one year. And so Mama went out and got this big box and put it on the Christmas tree, and I just knew I was getting a TV for Christmas. Christmas morning, I had been sneaking trying to peel the paper off when she was gone. And I just knew that's what it was. So Christmas morning, I unwrapped this box, and I pull out a newspaper, and there's a big rock in the bottom. And I was so disappointed.
That was cruel.
So I unwrapped the rest of my presents, and I'm so depressed. And I go to take them in my room, and there's the TV, and
Now, let me tell you why Mama
In a funny
did
kind of
that.
way.
Because she kept saying, I know what I got. I know what I got. I know I'm going to get a TV.
But I didn't know, didn't I?
Yeah, but you were very disappointed when you opened
All right,
that
Spring, you're
box.
sitting here.
Come on, Spring, you got to have some kind of memory. What's the favorite toy you remember getting?
An Atari, I guess.
An Atari.
Yeah.
Okay.
My goodness, that's many years ago.
I wish you could have seen my mom and daddy trying to learn how to play Pac-Man.
All right, Barbara,
They
tell
did
me
too.
something.
They played
Well, I
everybody
remember
growing up.
one year, I was I was about 12 or 13, I guess, and I went shopping with my daddy. That's the one year we went shopping for the Christmas presents together. It was on a rainy night, and I think that's the best time I ever had with my dad.
Well, good.
Christmas shopping with him.
Oh, that's nice.
All right, Kathy, what do you remember?
Not much of anything. Not yesterday. I remember getting a watch. I thought I was the richest kid in the world because I got a watch that had those little interchangeable faces.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, I remember those,
One
yeah.
for every day of the week.
Yeah.
All right, Lacey, what's your favorite memory?
Running from the camera. down our own Christmas tree and somebody slipped
And
down
Daddy
the
slipped
hill.
Who did that?
Daddy,
I
remember
don't
we
remember
cut
that.
our own Christmas tree one year.
I
We
remember
stole it,
Mama's.
right?
You know that we cut our own Christmas tree and
I don't remember that.
Goofus over here slipped down the hill. He had it by the trunk. We were all pulling it, and he slipped down a hill.
You know, that used to be my most favorite part of Christmas, was going out and getting your own tree and cutting it. You can't do that nowadays. But we do go to a Christmas tree farm and tag it ahead of time. So that's kind of like that.
Derek, tell us something you remember about Christmas.
I remember one time I was at
Tell them
my,
about that stick I laid down there when you come around.
but I was at my grandpa Chapman's, and me and my cousin Danny went riding a four-wheeler in the pasture. He'd been harassing me all day, but you know I was gonna go with him anyway. And we was cruising through the pasture, and he said slow down. I thought he said faster.
Wait, how could you get faster out of slow down?
Anyway, we hit this big hole and landed in a big pile of cow stuff. He'd be sitting behind me. I looked back and his face was just black. And he went to my Uncle Jay crying, talking I did it on purpose, which I didn't. You know.
Did his hair seem to grow a lot quicker after that?
That's the only thing I remember. My favorite anyway.
Reuben, you got a memory for me?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Go,
Okay.
Anita.
All right, Nita, tell me a memory about Christmas.
Wait, she may not have a favorite Christmas.
When we were kids.
She may not have a favorite Christmas memory, but I bet you she's got a favorite memory of us eating red berries.
Peppers. I bet we would.
She got me good.
Nita, honey, you won't never live that story down, will you?
All right, Bob, you got a memory?
No, not really.
You never got a present for Christmas?
Well, yeah, I do remember. We used to cut our own trees too, but the woods around our house is mostly pine woods, and so we'd cut the top out of a pine tree. And about 10 years old, this is when I was 10 years old, it was kind of popular to have these aluminum trees. I don't know if y'all remember those or not. Silvery looking trees.
Oh, okay.
And those things just dazzled me when I saw them. But Mom and Daddy never would want one like that. So I slaved up and I bought one down at this little store from the house, and I hid it. And on Christmas night, I got up after everybody else had gone to bed, and I set this thing up in the living room. And Christmas morning, when everybody got up and seen this thing sitting there, you know, it was next to the pine tree. Well, everybody tried to act like they liked it, and I really liked it, but I don't think the rest of them really did. That was its only time that it got set up. From then on, it stayed in the attic.
Okay. All right, some of your kids tell me a story. Jenny, what's your favorite toy you got for Christmas? You don't know. You just got too many, huh? Chris, what do you remember about Christmas? Chris.
He doesn't like cameras.
All right, Kay, you tell me one. Oh, yeah, you do. Tell me something.
My favorite toy that I ever got for Christmas, I guess, I really don't know. One thing I ever really liked, I think, is a pair of earrings and a radio.
Okay. Michelle, what'd you get?
The one I remember is what you and James got me last year for Christmas.
Uh-oh. Did we dare tell?
What was that? Let's hear it.
Well, it involves undergarments, which I never would have expected to get from you.
Aunt Pearlie's just full of
All right, Becky.
She only dreamed.
Becky? Uh-huh.
I'm too old.
Come on, you remember something about Christmas.
My two young ones, that's about it.
Charlie, you got a memory?
Yes,
Tell me.
this is the best Christmas we've had in many, many years. For all of us to get together and have this much fun.
All right.
I just went and checked.
Sit back, let me get Mama's face. Thank you. All right, Mama, tell me something about Christmas. Tell us how you decorated trees when you were a child.
Oh, sure that's Friday, unless you're putting up a Christmas tree, I didn't want to put it up. Maybe presents.
Tell me how you decorated trees when you were a child.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, we had them old icicles, then we had that old ropey stuff, then we had snuff boxes for candle holders, and then we put a little bit of cake candles on the tree and lit them and had lights. We didn't have no electric in it.
Wow.
Got a snuff can like I used to do it. Well, how'd you get matches?
We had plenty of matches. Yeah, but we said too much for us sometimes.
Mr. Valentine, you tell me something you remember.
Give me that camera. You gotta tell us what you had
Come
for
on.
Christmas. Your best Christmas. I don't know nothing about Christmas.
Yes, you do know something about Christmas. Yeah, you did. What did you get for your birthday then?
What I give him my birthday?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, not
I know.
a
You remember like birthday. Give me like birthday.
All right.
I got a lot.
Joshua, tell me something you remember about Christmas. Joshua. Look at me, I can't hear you, babies.
Stand up so you can see you and talk loud.
These go-karts, it's mine.
Remember getting a go-kart.
All right, Jean, tell me something about Iowa near Christmas.
Oh, gosh. I think the Christmas I remember the most,
Excuse me.
we had gone to church.
Hold on just a minute, let me get over here. Okay, tell me
We had
now.
gone to church for Christmas Eve service. And when we came back, Santa Claus had been to the house. And we never, for years, we couldn't figure out how Mom and Dad rigged that up, where the gifts were there when we got home from church. And they finally fessed up a few years later that they had talked their hired man into coming into the house and putting out all the gifts while we were gone to church. But that was pretty realistic. And
What about it, Eddie?
I think Bo's got it. I'm gonna let Bo tell the other one.
All right, Bo,
From
tell me
Iowa
something.
Christmas.
I'm running out of battery, hurry up.
Well, I guess a few years back when Pearlie went to Iowa with us for Christmas, seeing her on an inner tube, we rigged up an inner tube, tied a rope to it, and pulled it behind a snowmobile, and we get on the ice and we do 360 with that thing.
Smart.
But that was fun seeing Pearlie out there on that thing.
Riding the toboggan.
I just remembered one year we went to Iowa for Christmas. We flew up there, and wasn't it Thanksgiving?
That was Thanksgiving.
Oh, it was Thanksgiving. Anyway, we flew up there, and on our way to come back home, the blizzard came through, and Jean's dad took us back to the airport, and when we just did get on to fly out because it was so bad.
It was the only flight that left the airport that day. And then we had to wait on there for 30 minutes for them to de-ice the plane before we got on it. No, it was bad.
But when we got back home, we called to see if her dad had made it back. Well, they hadn't heard anything from him. And the next day, we called back up there, and they still hadn't heard anything from him. And everybody was getting really worried. Well, he didn't think anything of it. He had stopped at a motel and spent the night and was just leisurely taking his time getting back home. And he didn't care to call anybody, let them know anything about him. Boy, he was in trouble with it.
Okay, Josh, you gonna tell something else?
I remember one Christmas when we were out on the snowmobile with the inner tube tied to the snowmobile. And me and Dad were on the inner tube, and I guess we just hit some kind of corn stalk. We flipped over, and Dad landed flat on me.
Head first.
Yeah, I remember that. Dad skinned you up pretty bad, didn't he? Sure did. All right, Eddie, you got something for me? Come on, tell me something you remember about Christmas.
Eddie,
Come on.
I had too much to eat and I want to go to sleep.
Okay, all right. Just a minute. You not gonna tell me anything?
About a Christmas?
Mm-hmm.
remember Aunt Asley.
What ain't Ashley do?
Christmas tree she had one year back when they lived on the branch. Right there.
Uh-huh.
She wrapped just a twig in cotton. And then wrapped lights around it. And it was the most beautiful thing I ever saw.
For a Christmas tree?
For a Christmas tree.
Oh, well, that's
Really
neat.
pretty.
Something about Christmas you remember?
Well, every Christmas is good. Reminds us how we should be. It's my most favorite holiday. But I guess the one that comes to mind, and you're involved, you came when I was 11 years old to Granny's, and you brought me a styrofoam airplane.
Oh,
Well, when I opened it, I kind of lost the directions, and Jim, being the engineer he is, so he and I go out in the front yard, and we put this together. He throws it. I'm like, man, look at that thing going. It goes and it goes. That's how I lost it. Right in the back of the head. I'm on the ground crying. The thing's broke in half.
Did I miss you?
No,
Yeah, I
you
did.
got me.
No, I
You
didn't.
got me.
Come on.
Yeah,
Alright.
but I guess another memorable Christmas is when I worked at the bank, we helped a needy family, and I got to help take the boxes out there to the house, and just to see these kids' faces just light up with joy because that was the only Christmas they were gonna get. So that was pretty good.
You know what I remember, Mama?
What?
Aunt Millie's Christmas ornaments.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I remember those.
Yes. Was she made?
Her whole tree was filled with things she had made, handmade.
Handmade.
I bet you have some of them, don't you?
Are they on your tree?
Oh yes.
Good, we'll come over.
Every one of us.
Cut the Christmas tree so big that he had to.
He nailed it to the
He
floor.
nailed it to the floor, and didn't he want to cut a hole in the ceiling, or who was that?
He wanted to cut a hole in the ceiling. Mama stopped him at nailing it to the floor.
Took it to the floor and nailed it to the floor.
Nailed it to the floor. Yeah, that was good.
Well, my favorite memory is a Christmas tree and going in the woods to find it. Grandpa always went hunting, and during the years when he would go hunting, he would find us a Christmas tree, and he would mark it. When it came for Christmas, he would all pile in the back of the truck, and we'd go as far as we could go in the truck, and then we'd get out and walk. To wherever the tree was at, we'd cut it down, bring it home, and decorate it. I think that's about the best memory I've ever had of Christmas, is just getting the tree.
Yeah, 'cause you can't do that no more.
No, even going to a Christmas tree farm is not as exciting as going into the woods and getting one.
day.
Yeah, usually, I remember
slipping
Christmas
down
being
hill.
cooler weather than
And
what we
running out of
had.
gas. We've done that before. Get way back in the woods and run out of gas. And have to walk miles.
I hear Roger was pretty good at that run out of gas.
Oh, I know what it was. Let me tell you this one on
How's
that.
that?
When James and I first got married, Shirley still was not married at that time, and she had a boyfriend named Franklin. So Franklin was going to get real smart and go get Shirley a Christmas tree. Well, him and James went out in the woods. Old Franklin climbed the fence and went over and cut him a tree. Well, about the time he got it cut down, this guy walked up and he says, that tree's going to cost you $10. Oh, Franklin had to pay for that tree. Instead of getting a free tree, he paid for it. And James says, well, how do you know that man even owned that property? He said, he might have just been somebody walking through the woods. Yeah. He never knew, but he paid for that tree.
Roger, do you remember the year that we told Eddie we didn't believe in Santa?
Eddie, did you leave?
He fussed at us and said, okay, that's all right, I don't believe in Santa no more. And no presents and all that. I think all of us
Are
were
you
like
going?
looking out the window. I know I was looking out the window trying to start to see Santa.
I'm glad y'all come to me.
This evening, I said,
Party pooper, I'm begging. Well, he was on the phone with our neighbor. He's coming, I think. Your daddy.
I need to buy me another
I
bag.
don't
Over
know, she
here.
was in the other
So I can just take one of them and pop those in there. Who you talking to?
James. Tell us something for the camera.
Yeah, you two brothers sit together and reminisce for a little while.
Jog each other's memory.
What do you remember about Christmas?
Tell them what we used to get for Christmas when we were boys, if we were good.
If you were good, you got
Okay.
switches?
I remember one Christmas
Tell me what?
when Daddy had enough money to buy us color crayons, and Aunt Willie Mae was always around. That's Daddy's sister, and she always chewed gum. And she chewed Wrigley's Spearmint chewing gum. She'd take those little silver things out and peel them off the paper, and we would take those and wrap them around those color crayons for decoration. Fun. Remember that?
I remember getting things for Christmas. We'd get like a pocket comb, bag of marbles,
Yeah, 5 cents
little
worth.
little bottle of what they call brilliant tea.
Yeah, I remember that.
Put it on your hair, made it real slick looking when you went to sleep.
Smell, it smelled good, didn't it?
Yeah, and you roll up your britched leg like this right here. Yeah, like that. And you roll your sock down like that. And you just truck on downtown.
Well, now what was the purpose of that?
Cool, baby.
Because you got attention.
Katie,
That's what we
Katie
call
asked,
cool back in them days.
Katie asked James last time he was over here, what did he do wild? You know, when you do wild things, he said, well, I used to roll my socks down.
I've heard a few wilder stories now.
He can tell you more
Something about a
robbing
cat.
a bee tree.
Oh, I remember that. Y'all
Me
got
and
stung eat up, didn't
your
you?
brother, your Uncle James, and another friend of mine, went down here, right back off there by that river. They were gonna rob a tree and get honey out of that sucker. It was about 90 feet tall. Wasn't that old bay tree?
Yeah, right down from Aunt May's house.
Big old bay tree, and it had a big old split right up there, and you could see them bees going in and out, so they spotted that. Going down there one evening after dark, they had a broom, they had lights, saw, axes.
My goodness.
That tree fell to the ground.
Y'all cut the tree down?
Yeah, they were dressed in these old clothes where they had it tied down here so bees couldn't get in. They had a sleeve tied down. They had these little nets over their face, tied around here, and they were white. Okay, Snow White. I'm sitting up there waiting on them to come. I got the tub up on the back of the truck.
He wants the honey in the tub.
I'm coming down and get the honey in the tub. I hear a commotion coming out of them trees down there. Here comes your Uncle James. He done ripped off his net. And he done fighting them bees up there. And Daddy had a fence around his yard right there. And he sailed over that fence like a big buck. He came over that fence and he said, "Get your bees up now." But hit him with a broom.
I'm going to ask you what was the broom for.
And Hubert Ball, bless his heart, he was laughing so hard. He was laughing so hard that James running up to that.
That's the night I got hit and nobody hit me.
Oh yeah, you were at that tree, right?
Yeah. Somebody hit me just as hard right back there. There wasn't nobody standing back there.
Oh, you talking
Wasn't
about
that you
that?
that
You
told
was
me
telling
the
us about that.
You're
story
talking about
about
that
putting
tree
the
on
coon
his
in the
head.
suitcase?
Oh yeah,
Y'all had
put
to
him in
ride-
the back seat of a car.
Y'all had a rival gang that had to wire their doors shut
Yeah.
on their old car?
They couldn't, the doors, they had to wire the doors shut. Put a raccoon in an old suitcase, throw it in the trunk, in the back seat. They get in there and open that suitcase and out run that big wild food.
Oh, that's a wild story.
They couldn't get out.
About the ghost stories at your daddy's old place.
Oh,
Yeah, I remember hearing those.
I do too.
I can tell you
grew up on
firsthand.
us telling that story.
Tell you firsthand, and I would swear on it, but the Bible says don't swear. But Uncle Richard, my brother Richard, who's passed on now, he could see things out here that I couldn't even know about. He saw things a lot. Had a big old oak tree, several of them right in our yard before we grew up down this road, just before you get to that bridge down there, American Art Bridge down there. way back there at the other end of that pecan patch.
Is it ready?
The house is sitting back there. We used to live back there. And we have huge oak trees. Now moss hanging down, you know, big lots of moss. And Richard would get under that tree and sit there and roll a cigarette, put it in his mouth, and strike a match. Pull that match up with the cigarette, and he could hear it. And the match would go out and smoke it before he could get a cigarette lit. And he'd light it, sit up there, and just blow it out. Now, he couldn't smoke under that tree. He saw a rabbit standing up out there one night with a hat on, waving at him.
What kind of cigarettes you say he smoked?
Must have been left-handed.
I remember one time, me and Larry had been out riding horses, had two horses, had a big old blue half-wild Mustang, and then a little brown gelding. And me and him been out riding horses all the day before. And I was riding the gelding and he was riding the big old blue Mustang. The next day he went to work or did something. Anyway, I was over when Aunt Millie lived right up here, just up the road here. I was there at the house. It was just me and Aunt Millie, and I asked her if I could jump on the horse and ride up to the store. And she said, yeah, when you go up there, get me some aspirin. And I had never saddled a horse before or put a bridle on. You know, Larry did all that for me. So I went out there, I saddled up the horse, put the bridle and saddle on it and jumped on it. Got about halfway up to the store and the horse realized that I had no control over him. I had put the big bridle on the little horse and the big saddle on the little horse. And I got on that thing, and that horse got me out in the middle of that road between here and the store up there, and here he went. And cars was behind me, blowing the horn. He wouldn't get out of the road, and finally, I got him out of the road and got him in that pecan orchard up there.
What kind of car is it?
And went to jump off of him, and the saddle rolled up under him. And I led that horse all the way up to the store. And I mean, I was just sweating and scared to death and shaking. And I went in there, and what was the lady's name? Miss Mary. Miss Mary come and said, son, what's the matter? I said, I came up to get some aspirin. And she come out with a glass of water and 2 aspirin. I said, no ma'am, I need a bottle of aspirin for Aunt Millie. She said, okay. So I got that bottle of aspirin and I led that horse all the way back down here. And Larry ragged me about that for the longest time. I was so embarrassed. But buddy, that horse, he took off. I was at his mercy. I'll never forget that.
His wife back here tonight. He was invited. Yeah, I know he's out on the road.
Keys, and he said, move your car so they can get out.
Oh, is it my car?
Yeah.
Neighbor catching you screaming.
Roger, we need the keys to the car.
You trust me driving your car?
Yes.
Where you going? He had a whistle. Uncle Loopy had a whistle, and I think Grandpa had a whistle. We knew, you know, when we thought we would holler, we listened for the whistle. We knew whether it was Uncle Loopy calling Larry home or Daddy calling me home.
I don't remember that. I don't remember a whistle. I remember somebody putting moss all over themselves and trying to scare us.
That was the house when the snake fell out of the rafters in the bed with you.
What?
That was that's the same house that I sleepwalked out of.
Oh yeah, that's right. You did sleepwalk that night. I remember that now.
Yeah, rat
He was walking
snakes.
out and that porch scared me to death. He's walking his car with me. And I told him not to watch them little things, but they watched me and I was working.
How old were you?
Well, he
Third or fourth grade.
Yeah, he kept walking out. He's wringing his hands. He's actually wringing out. I see a great big guy. I see a great big guy. Who did that, Barbara?
That's the one we got the lice that time, and you washed us on the washing machine outside on the porch.
In the
Dipped us like dogs. Got lice up here at the schoolhouse.
Didn't I have to get my long hair cut?
Yeah, don't you remember it now, don't you?
We didn't have a bathtub. And they embarrassed me to go in. They told me
I am not. I'm fine. Just where you better get away from me.
our mama washes us in the washing machine. What? And I had to explain then that we didn't have a bathtub, and I'd fill up the tub with water and stand y'all in it bathing.
Together?
No. You don't remember
We
that?
used to use the same water, though.
I remember remember one time I got my hand stuck in that ringer.
You remember that old house now, ain't you? Remember Joe and Alona used to come over and babysit us.
Yeah. That was who
That was a long time ago. Boy, they've been divorced a year.
That was
Kate,
long.
why don't you come over here and sit between us so Aunt Pearl?
Because I don't want her to get me on camera.
Oh! I didn't know y'all did that.
Yeah, don't you remember that day? We got trouble. You know.
Yeah, I know.
Make up for it now.
We was out exploring like we, always did, and we found this canoe. Well, we claimed that for hours, buddy. We got in that thing, paddled all up and down the creek out here. Pulled it back up under there, Come back the next day, and there were some people down there in it. What are y'all doing in our canoe? This is our canoe, boy. All right. Well, when we come back, when they docked it, we come back, we shot tolls in it.
Oh.
We got tore up over that.
I don't remember it. I would have told you that.
Who that was, do you?
No,
Tommy Rowe.
I don't remember him.
Tommy Rowe.
I don't remember him, but I remember he used to live down the road somewhere there.
Yeah, that was his.
Somewhere, I forgot.
I remember staying in that creek and in these woods around here.
Well, I did when I was a kid.
You could probably walk for a quarter mile and never touch the ground in these trees around here, where the limbs all hung over.
Wow.
I remember me and Nita when we were over at Aunt Millie's old house, that old house. When everybody else would go to bed at night, Nita, remember we'd get up and go into the kitchen and sneak us some bright red tomatoes and eat them like apples under the cover. Do you remember that? Yeah, we'd get those tomatoes and we'd go to town.
Tomatoes and that.
Tomatoes.
Susan, give us some of your tail.
And my mouth was burning fire and she was over there just going just to eat them and she was just laughing at me.
I remember watching Aunt Millie out there cooking them tortillas out on the campfire out in the yard over there. Remember that fine looking 410 that Daddy Paul had?
Yeah, double barrel.
Double barrel 410? Remember you see him sitting there making them nets all the time.
Oh yeah. You remember the time, Mama, I stepped on a piece of glass and sliced my foot from this end to this end and it was just a big old gash and Aunt Millie grabbed alcohol.
Somebody catch her.
Alcohol. Oh yes. Yes.
I remember when Daddy cut our hair and he got into Michael and went too deep and had to keep going, boy. I was sitting there crying. You ain't cut my hair, boy.
Daddy or granddaddy?
Daddy.
Daddy.
I run, buddy.
You're pregnant.
And Michael was sitting there crying. I was tortured, wasn't it?
What?
They lined all us up and just cut our hair off because it was summertime. And then they were going to take a picture of us and they told us to smile. We were all crying and mad because they cut our hair off.
I don't have that picture.
He was a peeled onion.
My picture is in.
Just look for all of us kids.
Good now.
They done Susie too. It's real short.
That's right. I remember
seeing
that. I remember that.
I remember seeing that picture.
I think Susie might have done one time.
What are y'all laughing about now, Miss Sam?
I'm sorry.
I remember having to walk to the outhouse because we didn't have a bathroom.
You must have been a redneck.
I remember that. No, this was in Alabama.
No, we had bathrooms over
No, we had an outhouse in that old house over there.
An outhouse.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, and it stunk the hi-hat.
I remember the game we used to play. We'd get on the porch, and we'd turn on the light, either the living room light or the porch light. But you'd open the swing door and it'd show a shadow out there in the yard, and somebody had to take the screen door and open it, and then the rest of us would have to either raise the shadow or do something with it. Anyway, that screen door would close and there'd be a shadow come out in the yard. We used to go out there and play them games all the time like that.
I remember that.
Had a whole lot more fun now than the kids. They don't know how to use it.
I know, that's true. They sure did back then. They didn't have any toys.
I remember.
They had to.
I
But
remember
when we got up in the morning and went outside, we didn't come back in. The mama or somebody hollered to come eat.
Yeah.
See this
I
light?
remember
Look.
when Tanya was little, she would kill roaches with her fingers.
Tanya.
This. Tanya.
Betty and Tanya. Betty's Tanya.
Betty's Tanya. Betty's
I
Tanya.
don't doubt it.
Or was it Almeda? Almeda was the oldest, right? It was her. It was her.
I still don't doubt it.
Yeah. Yeah, she would kill those roaches. They
I remember
crawled up
finding
the wall
a
and she
grave site one time back over in them woods. Walking around by
Where'd Michael
myself.
go? He needs to be
I
in here.
saw somebody
He
about
needs
it.
to be in telling his stories.
Come up on a couple of skunks.
Oh. Yeah, Michael came upon one and fought him. Yeah, he did.
That was in Mississippi, wasn't it?
Where'd he fight? Where'd he
The
fight?
skunk.
Michael got
Oh, I
slain by that
remember
skunk.
that.
Oh. You told him the next time let the skunk go by. I let the skunk go by. He's get out of my way. You
That's
know?
right. He said, I thought his stick ain't moving. He wouldn't move. And I said, yeah, and he sprayed you. He came in stinking. I called Candace. I said, what in the heck do you get rid of skunk smell?
Tomato juice.
Yeah, I wouldn't even let him come in the house because I made him pull him off at the door.
Yeah, she
I
was
remember that.
Remember when you slid in the third and broke your collarbone?
Oh, yeah. I still
Took you
do
to the
that.
emergency room. Remember Muffin?
Yeah. Tell me what the hell woke up. Gotcha.
She don't know what to do with herself. Ooh, that'll bite. Oh, I'm sorry. That's all right.
Was it good for you, Kathy?
Need some relief.
Now me?
Need some relief.
I'm sorry.
Pearlie, don't you have any more good stories to tell?
You remember that? It was on that side of the river. We used to go dig fishing worms all the time.
Hey,
We come up
Darren.
on an old can of paint and then jellied around the outside of it.
Wanna come sit with me?
Don't let her
Yeah,
pull
let
this
us
off.
eat some of this. We get sick enough. We
Wanna come sit with me?
Oh my goodness.
You used to do what?
You ate that paint?
Took a couple of bites of that.
I remember
Keep
that.
from going to school. We was gonna get sick, eat some old paint.
Whew, I sure didn't know about it.
Look, you didn't get that.
But we got over
Yeah,
with it. I
man.
mean, we didn't eat enough to kill us. It's a good thing. We used to take them Alka-Seltzers,
Daddy, shoot.
put them in our mouths.
Boy, them things could have killed
Y'all
y'all.
just like your daddy was.
I sure didn't know that.
I'm glad I got two girls.
Robert down here.
Boys are mischievous, yeah.
And when we lived down here at the old house, we'd walk to school. And sometimes we didn't want to go to school, it used to be an old dirt pit. Just about a mile before we got to school. Me and some more boys would get out there and we'd hide. So if we heard the school bus coming down the road, we'd go and we'd hide behind this tall wall of clay. So nobody could see us in there.
There we
We'd
go.
cut out and go home. And one morning we did that. We was in there hiding, man, me and old Dollhouse.
Go ahead here to me.
2 or 3 other boys. Brother Paul maybe was in there. Just sitting there morning. But stopped out there. Vernon Mason. Got off the bus and walked out there and grabbed us by the collar and said, I know y'all here and I ain't gonna get whipped just because you don't want to go to school. He put us back on that school bus and he said, y'all are going to school.
Man.
Who was that? You and him was in the church. He's playing the boogie woogie on the piano.
Harold Tillman. Harold. Mama Tillman throw the rake at him.
It wasn't a rake, it was no brush broom.
Oh, I
She
remember
was
them
out
brush
there
brooms.
with the brush broom in the churchyard, sweeping the churchyard, and she went in there with him to get him off of that piano.
Getting down the piano boogie, man. Sweet mama come running through there and she had that bonnet on. And she threw that thing at him and it hit the floor on the end of it and it turned like that. Got old Harold right back in his head. And then,
Good shot.
Oh, mama! And she said, get out of here, don't you disgrace the Lord's place like that.
You remember Aunt Frida?
Yeah.
She wasn't an aunt, was she?
No,
wasn't
she
an
was
aunt.
a
was
girlfriend.
Eugene's
girlfriend. She was never
that
yet.
the one
Remember,
that
we used to get the
threw your
biggest
kids
kick out of
there?
I think.
She used to treat us bad.
We used to
Her
get up in
kids,
these,
though, she did worse.
find these little hickories or
She wouldn't let us get up from the
Jones
table
wood,
until we
let
said,
the big
excuse me.
around,
And I
climb
remember
top
sitting
of
there
the
all
right,
day,
top
just
down.
a spider.
I think it was,
She used to
who
say,
was-
excuse me.
Me and, might have been me and Billy. We was gonna try it on a pine tree one day, with lack of sense.
What are you doing?
We climbed up the top of that pine tree and started riding it down, and the top broke. Here we come, on a crash, pine tree on top of us, crash.
Beach's family used to do that.
Riding them trees down.
Trees and somebody named
Riding
Broken.
them.
Look at there, look at there, look at there. Let me go.
Oh, was it Aunt Betty?
Yeah, Betty and Connie and Roger and the babies.
Roger.
Hello. Oh, I'm doing just.
Follow me around, Sharon, so I don't kill nobody.
All right, Mom.
This is Barbara. This is Michael. Hi. This is Reuben. Hello, Reuben. Is it 3 times that Mama on there?
Well, wait till we get the camera.